What's good, peeps? Thank you as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, what's going on with Chris Eubank Jr.? I'm not going to give you any breaking information. I don't know. I'm merely asking the question to get some interaction and get you guys to tell me what the fuck is going on. Chris Eubank Jr. hasn't fought since James DeGale, and there's been no talk of a fight, right? I'm not that upset that he hasn't fought since February. We are only in July, but I'm more upset that there's not even been a whisper, a conversation, a rumor, nothing. Nothing. Chris Eubank Jr. said, and I quote, "I will have 3 fights in 2019. No, you won't. We're 7 months in and you've had 1, and I doubt that you're going to somehow have 2. Well, you might have a gimme. You might, but I doubt that you're going to have 2 meaningful fights in the 5 months left of 2019. It's very, very disappointing. Obviously, the only time I've seen Chris Eubank Jr. recently, and I've not watched it, I've just seen clips of it on Twitter and on YouTube, is on this Google box. And I'm all for fighters doing things outside of the ring. I think when Chris Eubank Jr. started doing this Fendi campaign or Fendi promotion, a lot of people didn't like it. I didn't know why. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Boxing career is very, very short. Go and do what else you can do. So I'm not too upset about him doing this Google box thing. But your bread and butter is this. And we don't hear this talk anymore at all. After the James DeGale fight, he obviously changed and switched up and moved to Virgil Hunter. So it might be a good thing to not have a fight and do more training camps. But I just want to hear a fucking rumor. Something. I mean, sometimes you look at these fighters and they make complaints about what other fighters get paid, right? I hear a lot of fighters talk about Canelo's paycheck. And in my head, look, I think Canelo gets a hell of a lot of money. But this guy fights. This guy fights. I mean, GGG in September. A gimme with Rocky Fielding, yes, but still, regardless, he went up in weight class to fight Rocky Fielding in December. Danny Jacobs in May, and already we're hearing whispers about potential opponents for September. And those potential opponents we heard are Callum Smith, Kovalev, and Golovkin again. And people are saying, oh, why is Canelo getting paid so much? Because he fucking fights so much. That's why he's getting paid so much. You've got these guys, Chris Eubank Jr., right now at the peak of his powers, more happy with doing modeling campaigns and appearing on Google Box rather than actually doing something in the ring. I mean, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I like actually watching him. I know some people say stylistically he's not the best fighter, but he's a bloody entertainer. Him and his dad are entertainers, and boxing is an entertainment sport as well. So if anyone has any news as to what the hell was going on with Chris Eubank Jr., please let me know so I can make a video about it and talk about it, because I'm disappointed. This guy has, I know people laugh at this belt, but this guy does have a world title belt, the IBO at super middleweight. There are some good matchups for him, I think, in the super middleweight division. There really are. I think he could possibly beat Anthony Durrell. I think Durrell is maybe a couple of years past his best, I think. Caleb Plant will be a good matchup. I will favour Caleb Plant. I mean, he's not even mentioned the likes of Billy Joe Saunders or Callum Smith. I mean, it's disappointing. It really is disappointing. I still think he should go down to 160, but I mean, how can he fare up against those guys, the Charlos of the world, Demetrius Andrades, I mean, Canelo, GGG, I doubt it. So maybe that's the issue they're having in terms of what's a viable opponent. But this is, to be fair, a known issue, or it still is a little bit with Al Heyman fighters, but they only sometimes fight once or twice a year. It's starting to change a little bit, but not enough. I mean, Chris Eubank Jr. should be having 3 fights this year, and it looks like he might, fingers crossed, have 2. That's it. Disappointing. What do you guys think? Let me know. Peace.